Middays on the first of the month. Our guest's favorite day of the month is the first. Will East, program director, high potentiate here at SuperTalk. How you doing, sir?
I am doing, the first of the month. I don't know why everybody wants to start everything on the first of the month or Monday. And if the first of the month lands on a Monday, well, just batten down the hatches.
That's the days that Will calls in sick. He's ill. He comes down with a 24-hour virus, and then he's fine on Tuesday.
Tuesday the 2nd, I'm good.
Yeah,
that's right.
There's nothing going on then. Everybody's exhausted.
That's right.
From the previous day. Well, it seems only fair that we're going to pile on.
We've got a lot of things in the hopper, a lot of irons in the fire. The big thing right now is the Taylor Swift and a Cash Gift Contest, which we launched today. And if you're listening to this, you're probably saying to yourself, well, Will, this is a political talk show, and you also do a lot of sports talk, and you do hunting talk, and a lot of that stuff, and that it's not really conducive to Taylor Swift. And a little inside baseball here, Dave, I don't know if you do this, but when we do promotions or some big event or something like that, a lot of times I'll go to family, I'll go to friends, and I'll ask them, hey, what do you think if we did this? And they'll say, oh, it's a good idea, or it's a terrible idea. So when we were getting ready to do this Taylor Swift contest, I went to some buddies of mine who listen, and I was like, hey, man, we're doing a Taylor Swift contest. And without a doubt, every reaction, I probably did this to 7 people, it was the same reaction. It's like, really? SuperTalk's going to be giving away Taylor Swift tickets? It's really not copacetic. And then a brief pause, and then they go, if you happen to get any extra tickets, my sister, my mother, my daughter, my aunt, some other relative, they'd really like, I know you probably don't have a whole lot of extra ones, but if you do, let me know. And that's been the reaction with everybody that I've asked about this Taylor Swift. How should we do it? Do you think that'll work with everyone? The pause, and then they ask for the tickets in a nonchalant way.
Yes. That's a horrible idea unless you're giving them to me. In which case, hey, this is pretty good. Yeah. There are no extra tickets, by the way.
There's none. No, there's no extra. We had to give up a lung to get these.
Yeah, pretty close.
And let's say you do win, and you decide, you know what? Taylor Swift's not for me. We're also giving you $1,000.
Yeah.
To sweeten the pot a little bit.
There's something for everybody here.
It's a little something. Cash is king. It's the best thing that you can possibly give away. Taylor Swift is maybe the one thing right now that surpasses that. I mean, maybe Super Bowl tickets. I don't know. There's probably some people. I have a friend of mine, Dave, who is going to Italy at the end of this year or next year to see Taylor Swift.
I believe it.
And the reason why they're going to Italy is because they couldn't get tickets for any domestic concerts.
I know I've got some friends that work in radio down in Australia. They had a whole thing down there when she was down there. People from America were going to Australia to see her in concert. And I'm like, it's like an 18-hour plane ride. Have you lost your mind? I don't like anybody that much.
I don't either. I mean, maybe the Rolling Stones, but
yeah,
she's the most popular thing going on right now. And what we're doing is we're giving you Margaritaville Resort and Paradise Pier Fun Park plus SuperTalk Mississippi, giving you a chance to win a pair of tickets to see Taylor Swift at the Superdome in New Orleans on Saturday. It's a Saturday concert as well. It's not some Sunday concert. It's not on a Tuesday. It's on a Saturday night in New Orleans, October 27th, plus $1,000. And here's how you can win. You just enter your name and contact info at one of our registration boxes at select locations throughout the state. You can go to supertalk.fm/Taylor Swift to find a full list of registration locations plus more info.
And why do we have that page up? Because new people keep coming in.
Yeah, I added 2 this morning. So.
Right. That's what I'm saying. So that list is changing and growing. So if you don't see anybody right next to your house, check back. Your neighbor's probably going to be a registration location by this time tomorrow.
I think we just put 3 boxes at Margaritaville Resort. So if you're on the coast, you're listening to this, and you want to know where to register, there's 3 locations there at Margaritaville Resort and Paradise Pier Fun Park. And there's a whole list of other ones. And like Dave said, we'll be adding more the next couple of weeks.
Yeah, and it really is. There's a lot of squawking going on. You know, the whole controversy over they're showing Taylor Swift too much. She's ruining football. Did you see where somebody took and counted up how long she was on screen for the championship game? The game from kickoff to the final horn, just that part, the entire game itself was a little over 3 hours, about 3 hours, 15 minutes, 44 seconds. Now, the same amount of time, a little bit more actually, was spent showing B-roll from the local aquarium and taco trucks, and nobody said a word.
Well, look, if you don't want them to show her on the screen, if you're the opposing team and you don't want them to show Taylor Swift, then stop Travis Kelce from scoring, okay?
Yes. It's not that hard.
Didn't he just pass Jerry Rice for most postseason touchdowns all time?
I think he tied him.
Or tied him or something?
I think he tied him. He may very well pass him in the Super Bowl. But, yeah, I mean, he is – you look at the stats, you look at what he's done, he is one of the all-time greats. He will wind up in the Hall of Fame. He is that level. So it wouldn't matter who was in the box. They're going to be showing him when he scores a touchdown because he's a big deal in the football game. Nobody was griping when they were showing his mama.
No.
Nobody said a word. He's dating the wrong person.
Look, I'm going to admit this. I'm not rooting for the Chiefs in the Super Bowl, and here's the reason why. It's not because of Taylor Swift. It's because of Patrick Mahomes and Travis Kelce on every commercial.
Yes.
They're on every single commercial. They're either individually on a commercial or they're on a commercial together. And it's gotten a little old, right?
Well, I'm torn. I mean, I don't really have a dog in the hunt here, but I do.
So I'm rooting for Chris Jones because he's from my hometown. He's from Houston. So I am rooting for Chris Jones. So, yeah, I'm like you. Maybe I am a little torn now that I think about it.
Yeah, I mean, well, we've got, I think it's 4 Mississippians that are going to be in the Super Bowl. 3 on the Chiefs, so there's an argument to pull for the Chiefs. But the one that is on the 49ers is Charvarius Ward from Macomb.
From Macomb.
So, okay, how do I go here?
Yeah.
I think I have to pull for the 49ers, don't I? I mean, it's a hometown boy. I got to be a homer.
I guess so.
I mean, you get right down to it. I'm pulling for the Saints, but they're not there. So at this point,
hold your breath.
It doesn't matter. Shh. There's always next year. I have that on a T-shirt somewhere. There's always next year. There's a paper bag on the T-shirt for obvious reasons. So, yeah, there's been a lot of about Taylor Swift in a lot of different directions. But like you said, everybody's like, why would you do that? Can I have some tickets?
Yeah. And it's always, I want the tickets for somebody else, not for me. I don't want them for me. I want them for this other person who, deserves them.
Yes, they deserve them. They really need to get these. I wouldn't walk across the street to get those.
I promise you, Dave, every one of them had that pause. But if you could get me some tickets, I'd really, my aunt really just loves her.
Yeah. And now if you enter and you win, like you said, you can use them as bookmarks. That's stupid because secondary sale markets exist. That's some change in your pocket if you win them. But you're also getting $1,000.
$1,000. Cash is king.
Every female in your family will beat you up if you win them and they don't get them.
Yep. So supertalk.fm/Taylor Swift. Let's see. What else is going on? What else is going on, Dave?
Steve Azar is going into pro wrestling. I don't know. I didn't read the entire thing. I think it's something like that, isn't it, for today's
episode? He's going to have some wrestlers on, I believe, today. Yeah.
Actually, I'd like to see Steve take a stab at that. Now, this is Steve Azar. He'd be phenomenal at it. He's phenomenal at everything.
I think he could.
I think he could pull it off. We got to work on this. We got to talk him into this as like a feature. He's not listening.
What would his wrestling move be? The Monday Massacre?
I don't have to. Yeah. Monday Massacre could have the
catfish clamp.
No, he needs to have the
catfish clamp.
He needs to have the one Mississippi. That's where he gets them down, and every time the ref counts one, he pulls them up and hits them again, and then throws them down. One, boom.
He hits them in the head for every letter in the word Mississippi.
the crooked letter.
Crooked letter I.
Yeah, I'm telling you, this could work. We have got to figure out a way to trick him. I mean, to give him this great opportunity.
Oh, that's funny.
I think it would be fantastic. I would watch it.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is never going to sell, is it? It's never going to work. No.
Yeah.
We still got to try it. Come on.
I'll talk to him about it. I'll see what I can
Tell him it's for the good of the show. Tell him it'll boost things up. I mean, he's talking to two of them today, so he's got connections. He could get in the ring. It'll be great.
Luther Big Sexy Biggs. I didn't put that in the live read. And then the Glacier, Ray Lloyd. If you remember WCW wrestling from the mid-'90s.
And they're going off into Hollywood.
Pretty amazing.
Will East, we've taken care of business. You're welcome to just hang around and shoot the bull for a while.
I got stuff to do, Dave.
Oh, come on.
I got text messages, people asking about tickets. I got to answer.
Known you 10 years. Don't get responsible now.